welcome back to my channel. It's been a couple weeks since you've seen my face, but I hope you all are doing great. I know most of us are back to school. Well, all of us are actually back to school by now, and hope everything goes well for this year, this semester, and whatnot. But like I always say before we get into this video, make sure you like, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and go back and watch my last video if you've not done so already. All right, let's get into this one. So I apologize for no video last week. I had every intention to post a video, but I was having some technical issues. I had no Wi-Fi, power went out and everything due to the rain. You know how it gets down here in Florida, but what can you do? So, like I said, most of us had started school recently. I went on campus, I should say, for classes yesterday, and it was pretty weird going back because, you know, due to COVID, majority of the people are online or are doing hybrid classes, meaning half online, half in person, which is what I'm doing for one of my classes. But the way how lab is set up right now is that there's 7 tables. Normally there'll be 4 people per table, so you know 7 times 4 is 24 kids total. But because of COVID and we have to social distance, there's only 2 kids per table and we have to sit across from each other. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, but now it's 1, 2. So there's a total of 14 kids in my class, and it is weird going back since I haven't been back on campus for classes officially in a year and a half. The last time I was on campus was March, the first time back on campus, you know, to just do some stuff with my mom. Then the second time was to get, you know, my parking permit. But even then, it just felt weird to be back on campus because it's like I haven't been in this strange building in over a year. Oh my gosh, it's like, you know, and I feel for all the new kids that are going to college. And like my professor said, some kids are just popping up into the classes and they think that it's their class, but it's not, because, you know, due to COVID, tours and everything were shut down and whatnot, so not everybody knows where they're supposed to be. And thank the Lord that I started classes back in 2019 before COVID hit and officially shut down everything. So I know my way around campus a little bit. But this whole pandemic has made a lot of people fearful. And going back to school for some people, there's a lot of concerns and whatnot, which most definitely needs to happen. I should say that, but we shouldn't let those concerns turn into fear. You know, yes, we should do everything to stay safe. Please stay safe, but we shouldn't let our concerns and our wants to stay safe cause us to turn fearful and just panic and hide and do things that are not rational. And it's like, oh my God, we're letting something that shouldn't take control of us take control of us. Yes, we need to stay safe. Yes, we need to be cautious of other people that's around us. You know, there are people who are more susceptible to this virus than other people are, and you know, doing things that we're not supposed to be doing that isn't safe is just ridiculous. But there's like this unhealthy fear that a lot of us are starting to have with this virus that is just making us not want to do anything. And there's a lot of people that have just like lost it during this whole pandemic due to these fears. And we should really try our best to, you know, stay safe, number one. Weigh out our options. Don't just run and hide. Weigh out your options. Say, okay, like for me, I know that during the pandemic last year or whatever, last year during this whole process of switching to online, I knew that I hated having to do labs online. So learning that from last year, I made the choice of picking a class where they call it RTV, real-time virtual. So half of it, I would still get the element of the face-to-face, meaning I would have the Zoom part with the lectures and everything, and then that lab unfortunately is online. But for my other class, I have my lecture videos online, and for one time out of the week, I would go on campus. So I'm staying home majority of the time, but I'm going on campus. See, I weighed out my options. I knew that, like, because of how things were last year, I had to make a choice, either suffer at home or go out for your education, and that's what I did. I weighed out my options. You know, stay safe with all your options, and just don't run and hide every time you hear something about COVID or something else. And it's the way how things are being brought to us now is just a way to drive us insane and drive us to fear. And that's not how it should be. Yes, there's a whole bunch of new things that's going on in the world. And honestly, if there are people out there that's not taking the measures to protect their communities and stuff, do it for yourself. Do it for yourself. Just know who you are as a person and say, okay, I need this or I need that, but the way how things are going on right now, I need to protect myself, but I also need this. So let me just figure things out and then take it step by step. Don't just hear something and then run with it and then not know all the facts and then face the consequences later. Because trust me, when it comes to college and you make drastic choices that are not good, it can affect you negatively. Money will go down the drain, number one. Okay. 2, you're risking your education. And I understand, I'm all for mental health being first. I understand that if that's your main priority, then go right ahead, do whatever you need to do to make that stable or make that okay. But if it has nothing to do with that, or if it has nothing to do with an issue that goes beyond your control, then I don't know what to tell you. But don't let the things that's in this world, not just COVID, but like, don't let your unhealthy fears take over your life. And going back to school, for many people are very fearful right now because the numbers are rising, all these new variants are going out, and it's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Oh my gosh, so much is going on. Do your best to take care of yourself. Because I'm telling you right now, not everybody that's out there cares about you. The way how people are is like, oh, I only care about myself. I only care about myself. Screw everyone else, blah, blah, blah. No. You gotta start looking out for yourself. Because if you don't do it, no one else will. And unfortunately, the way how things are right now, it's just all over the place. But going back to school, do not be fearful. Take everything step by step and just go with the flow. If things change, things change. There's no need to panic. Just say, okay, I did what I needed to do, and now, you know, things are the way it is, and just pray that things get better for you. That's all you can do, honestly. But anywho, I missed you guys, but I wish you guys all the best during this new year and new semester. But I will see you in my next video. Peace out.